Welcome everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm having a pretty darn good one. So today we're going to go work on something that I really need. And it's sort of a daunting task, but it shouldn't be too hard. We're gonna say it's gonna be easy so that it's easy. And that is a witch farm, y'all. We're gonna go get some witches. And we're gonna get all kinds of resources. Now the main reason why I want to do this is one, I haven't built one, and two, we need black powder or gunpowder for rockets for our Electra, whatever this thing, Electra, and we're going to need a source of it. Now we could make a creeper farm, but I figured we'd make the witch farm because it provides a lot more resources we need. Like example, I think redstone and some other things. So we're going to look at this real quick, and the build we're going to be doing today is based off of a build that I believe I cannot say for sure is by a now I'm probably saying this name completely wrong, and I apologize. I will put the link down below. Quarterzerino, something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm getting this wrong. Now we're going to be doing a little bit different than what he does. Now we're going to look at everything we need. Now you're going to need building blocks, and I'm going to use terracotta just because I figure, I wish it was Halloween because it's kind of Halloween-y colors, but whatever. Let's move this over here. So you're going to need your building blocks, which we've got terracotta is what I'm using as my primary building block. Now, everything in here, I'm going to go bit by bit, and the numbers on the top row are exactly what you're going to need to do this, plus a crafting table. Because these are going to be turned into our mine carts, but it's easier to pack 64 and 56, 2 stacks iron basically, than 24 mine carts. So you're going to need 27 comparators, 27 sticky pistons, 27 cauldrons or compost bins. And if you use compost bins, you're going to need 27 organic matter, like whatever, wheat, just one in each one, basically. You're going to need 54 tripwire. Again, 64, one full stack, 64, and a 56 stack of iron ingots. 27 spruce trapdoors. 1 rail cart. 1 sign. And you will need at least 1 hopper and at least 1 chest. And now you're going to need at least 2.5 slabs. I've got 3 stacks of slabs, so you're going to need at least 2.5 stacks of those. And you're going to need at least 3.5 stacks of string. Then I got 4 stacks, and a door, which I've got 2 because I'm not entirely sure. I got to work that out in my head. Now, like I said, you're also going to need a crafting table. You are going to need a bucket for water. Let's go ahead and grab this stuff. Get both of those. I'm going to attempt to take flight. Ooh, I used a whole bunch of rockets. Oh well. I'm still getting the hang of this flying stuff, y'all. The takeoff is the hardest part for me. I got the landing down pretty good. I'm just having a real hard time taking off. Now, I've already come over here, and as you can see down below us here, try to light up this area as much as possible that's going to be in the height stuff. Now, ideally, this house would be out here in the middle, but since it's not, I had to light all that up. Now, ideally, you'd go and just get rid of all that, but that's too much for me to mine out. That's a lot of stuff. And this is the best house I found because it is in a pond here. Now, we're going to have to build us a little workstation here. Let's go ahead and get up here. Now, like I said, you're going to need... Oh, she's already up. It's already on me. Stop throwing those. Oh, that just suck you underwater arrow. What? Ooh, I think we got a potion out of that, y'all. Sweet. What did we get? We got a potion of healing. Nice. Alright, anyways. Let's go back over to our little platform because I need somewhere to stand because the water irritates me. Okay, so you're going to need a witch's house. And I just realized what I didn't bring that I really wanted to bring, and that was some fish. And I'm going to suggest bringing fish with you because there is going to be a kitty cat in here. And we do not want to leave the poor little pretty little black kitty cat, homeless. Which I think I'm going to expand this out to one more in one direction. All right, so I went back and got some fish real quick. I know it looked like magic. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get our little work area here set up. So this is where basically we're going to get ourselves fully ready to go. We're going to put down our work boxes. We're going to put down, I want this one. I'm going to put down an extra chest to put all the stuff we mine up from this thing in. I'm going to put down my bed. We got to get our work area ready. Here you go. Bam. All right, so now let's see. We got 12 scaffolding on us. Let's go ahead and come over here. And I need to figure out where's the best place to place the scaffolding so that we can do our work. I think I'm going to put it right here. And of course, it's going to be a pain in the butt because it's, it's just the way it is. No. No. Ah, drowning. Breathe. Why'd you do that for? Why do you be such a pain? Why are you being a pain, you stupid scaffolding? Goodness gracious. I swear, scaffolding seems buggier and buggier every time I use it. It was all amazing, and now it's all like, wow, you're just so much buggy. Alright, let's tame us up a kitty cat real quick. We'll do this first. Hey, kitty cat, calm down. Shh, it's okay. Shh. Yeah, you're mine now. You can relax. Here, follow me. Come on. Are you stuck? Is that what's going on? Are you trapped? I've seen that happen before. Come on. Let's go over here. Come on. Will you swim? Alright, let's go. Let's go sleep. Let's start a fresh day, and we'll get started on our build, and everything will be good. Woo! Where'd you go? Alright, sit. Do not get on my bed. I mean it. I mean it. Alright, so let's do this. New day, starting fresh. We're going to go ahead and build out. And I'm going to build basically a little bridge over to it, so this is easier to get back and forth. And that just to make life a little bit easier for me. Y'all know how it is. Alright. You don't have to do this. This is actually probably will be removed and everything. Well, I know it'll be removed because we'll need to get rid of the spawn area. But I just wanted to make it a little bit easier for me to get back and forth. Alright, so I'm going to be using regular terracotta to do our basic outline and shaping of this. Now, everything we do from here on out is basically going to be straightforward, and we're going to be tearing this thing down once we finish this, okay? So, to make this easier, we're going to come in the water and come to the front of it, okay? Front of the house. You're going to look at the water level and look at the first leg and go block, block. That puts you even with the porch. Now, basically, this block needs to go right here. I forgot we need to start right here and do block out, like so. Alright, so now we're going to do our numbers. Now, looking at the front of the house, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you look, that puts us directly in line with the ceiling. So, now on the side, we're going to do 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, perfectly in line with the ceiling. And then the 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need air to breathe. And then again 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, that is at water's level. So that you're barely sticking out of the water, okay? Basically, it's in the water. And then we're going to go up 2. So 1, 2. And on the third block, we're going to do it again and repeat it all the way around. So we'll go ahead and put these 2 here. And we'll get rid of this. Alright. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one last time, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, now, Let's get that block because we waste not, want not. We're going to go up to the top of the very tippy top of the house. And once again, 2 blocks up. But this one's going to be a little bit easier. Let's put a piece of scaffolding there to make this life easier. Okay. Now, this one is going to go right on the corner of the house, just like so. And we're going to come forward 1. And then once again, just to make sure you got your numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And fall in the water. Now we're up here. It's going to get a little bit... Oh my goodness gracious. I hate scaffolding sometimes. It just seems like it was so good when they first added it. Now it's like it's always you falling off of it. Alright, so let's get our second stack. Alright, so again, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the front, remember, needs to line up with where the porch was at. Not with the roof. But the rest of it's going to line up perfectly with the roof. So you don't really need to count. Just line it up. Not like that. That's not lined up. Just like so. And basically, this is where your witches can spawn. Everything inside this block. Right here. Ow, that hurt. Let's get that. So I wanted that. Wow. Scaffolding is giving me so much trouble lately. I've been having like all kinds of trouble with it, y'all. You have no idea. Okay. Now, this is where things are going to it's going to basically from here out, you're going to do this in order to make it as easy as possible, okay? So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab some, let's use brown terracotta. Yeah, I like that. Let's get that out of the way. We don't need the dirt no more, so. And we're going to use, let's see, that's terracotta, that's brown terracotta. And let's grab a stack of orange so that we have it. Now, what we need to do is we need to mine this, or dig this first floor out. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Basically, you're going to be removing all of the structure. Now, I'm going to be leaving the wood below the water level. That way it looks like it's balanced on something. But everything else we're going to be removing. You do not need it. It is just going to be completely torn down because it's not going to need to be there no more. And that is everything, including the crafting table and the cauldron that are in here. This is what we're going to do. We're going to fill this in. Just like so. Boom. Now don't go do the top thing. Basically, what we're doing here on this level, we're going to be repeating on every level. And it's easier to do it. One more level. Makes life easier. It's easier to do it up from the bottom to the top because once you build upwards, you start running out of movement room. So this just makes life a little easier to function. Okay. So this is our 7 by 9. Now we're going to go out on the long side, so the 9 wide side, not the 7, the 9, and we're going to put down. Actually, you know what? Let's do it from this end. This just makes things a little bit easier for me. All right, so we're going to put down 3 blocks. I'm going to have to tear up my dirt. I just realized that. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, so basically, you got your 7 by 9. And this is the 7 here and the 9 here. And the reason why you want it this way is you're going to have a water flow that's going to come down this way and push stuff off here. So you can only do 8 blocks. So you got, well, you'll see. All right, so we're going to put, actually, before I do anything, I'm going to put my dirt scaffolding back down so that it makes life a little bit easier for me. And y'all might want to do this as well because it actually will make life a little bit simpler as we build this, to have something to stand on that's, solid and not water. All right, so we need, now we're getting to the nitty gritty stuff, y'all. We need our comparators. We need our sticky blocks, we need our cauldrons, and we need our water, and we're going to need our traps. That's basically what we're working on here. From here on out is going to actually be the guts of this build, basically. Okay, so now we're doing it in order. Comparator, point it in like this. Okay, now we're going to switch up, crouch, look at the back of the comparator, and place your first one, and then just basically put all your cauldrons or your compost bins, whichever you're choosing to use. Remember, compost bins need only one of the organic in it. Now we're going to fill up all of the cauldrons. I just think cauldrons work better. They're more expensive, but I mean, we're using witches, so I mean, it's kind of one of them things. Okay, so now we're going to come in and we're going to put down, I'm going to use, let's use orange. Actually, let's sleep, and then we'll continue. And wish there was a way to speed the sleeping up, but we should just kind of like, you know, went bloop. Okay, let's do this. All right, so we're going to come in here, and we're going to place a block all the way across in front of the comparator, just like so. And we're going to take our trapdoors. Now they'll stand up on their own. Now this is important. You're looking at this block facing this way, because when it closes, you want it closed like that, okay? You want it on this block. Now, let's come over here, and we're going to take and put a temporary block here, and a block there. And let's get rid of this block. You do not want a block there. Oh well, we'll get it later. Now, let's blocks crossed, basically covering up your comparators. And this is where it's going to get a little bit trickier, because this block can be a bit difficult to place. So what you're going to do is you can come down like so, and you're going to look directly underneath of it. And what it is, you want your sticky piston to look down. Now, they can be a bit difficult with our scaffolding that we've got set up here. It makes it a little bit more difficult, but it helps in the long run, so it's okay. Oh. I'll fix those in a second. Okay, let's fix these. Alright. Now, this is why you're doing this part. I forgot my tripwires. We need the tripwires. We need string as well. Okay. This is the reason why you're doing this part all at one time, is because this is going to be a little bit closed in. And once it gets closed in, it gets a little bit difficult to maneuver and function and everything. But before we go any farther, we're going to place a block here and a block there. Now, the reason we're doing this is we're going to fill the insides up with water, like so. Just like that. And now we're going to take our tripwires, and we're going to put them all the way across this block right here. Just like that. Now we're going to take and build blocks all the way out. Extend that block that we put down. And we're going to take it one past the end here, like that. Now the reason why we're doing this is basically with the plain terracotta is going to be our spawn platform. That's where the witches are going to spawn at. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using water, this water, to push them off in this hole right here. So now we're going to put another layer here. Now you will be filling in these holes and closing this all off. I'm just showing you the important stuff right now so that you can build just like that. Now we're going to take our string, and we're going to... Now I'm going to point out string can be a little tricky. Now, if you have everything set up right back there, if you hit this string, it's going to lower that door. just like that. Now, you need to be careful when you place in string. String can has a tendency to not want to lay straight sometimes. It will stack, and it's really hard to see. So it can stack up on you, and you can have pieces that are just, you know, free floating, and they get in the way. They can be a massive pain in the butt. So we're going to do this real quick. All the way across. Ugh. Where's that string at? Okay. Alright, so that is one full level done. And as you can see, this is really cool. Now, real quick, I'm going to show you what's actually working to make this, what's going on behind this, because, you know, if you're like me, you enjoy the technical aspects of it. Now, if we watch, we cross that spring, or that string, that piston is pushing the cauldron down, and it's causing the comparator to trip, which is causing this to flow. Now, let's look at this real quick from the outside here. I know it's kind of difficult because since we're not doing this in creative, we can't fly, and it makes looking at it a little bit more difficult. All right, there we go. So you've got comparators, cauldron with water in it, or your compost with the one compost in it, your sticky piston looking down at it, a block over top of them with a tripwire, a block below the tripwire, and then your water with your stuff. And we're basically going to repeat that all the way up to that floor right there, and that's going to be our top floor, and then we're going to place that in. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a little work, and we'll be back, and I will show you how we do our trap thing. Okay, now that we're all the way up here to the top and everything's working, all three floors are just like this. As you can see, as we zip past them at warp speed. We're going to slab the top off so that nothing can spawn up there. Now I'm using granite because I've stuck with orange, and it's about the only block that really, like, kind of matches. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know if we need a slab on top of the piston. I wanted to make sure it worked if we did. But I'm going to slab it over anyway, because I don't know if anything can spawn on it, but I'm going to. And we're basically going to cover the whole top of this with slabs. Not like that. And then next we're going to be doing the collection area. So I'm going to do this real quick, and we shall return to work on it, because this is, you know, just basic. Alright, y'all, so we got a roof on. Check it out real quick. All good, sealed up completely. No light, no nothing in there. Now I left the ends open so we could see it all active when we want to, if we wanted to. Now we're going to work on the collection agency, or the collection area, and I'm going to show you a trick how to do this without sponges, so that you can get rid of the water. Now it's a bit resource intensive. It's going to take a lot of dirt, and yeah, I don't know why I even have those for. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our whatever building block you want. I'm going to be using the orange again. And we're going to come down like so, and we're going to come off the floor. We're going to go just like so. I've got a cave somewhere here I'm going to have to deal with. Alright, so now I got to figure out how to do this exactly. We want our middle block here. So, oh look, there's a drowned. Oh, wasn't that fun? Okay, so we're going to come down to below the floor level. So, oh, you need to get rid of that. Go away. Just like that. Basically, we're going to fill this in, like so, without drowning. Alright, so 2 down, all the way around. Now, we're going to come down, and we're going to put all the way across, but in one spot. In the center, we're going to leave it open. And I have to figure out which one is our center spot here. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, stop bouncing. 1, 2, 3. So it's that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. This way. Alright, so we did it. We actually got we did that perfect. Alright, so we can get rid of this. So we no longer need it standing there. Alright, we're going to need orange block. Fill that hole. Alright, so 2 down. Now, fill in your hole. You know, you're going to leave this one blank. We're going to come down, and we need to get rid of some dirt here. So I'm going to clear that out real fast. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get rid of the water without using sponges. And it's super simple. You're just going to need something simple to get rid of, like dirt or sand. Anything just to fill these spots. And basically, you're just going to fill in all the water areas. Every one of them. You don't want to miss any. You can't. It don't work right. All of them with dirt. And then you're just going to take it out. A little. Just to make sure. And that basically will replace the water blocks with air blocks. So now you have your collection spot. Now, we're going to put our sign on either side here. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to put our water down like so, so that it pushes into that single spot there. So as you can see, we'll flow, and then we'll get here to the middle, and we'll be like, bloop. Okay, so we're going to put our first chest here, and then we're going to swim up and crouch and quickly. Alright, now let's build a safe zone here. So I'm going to use glass. You can use anything you want to. Once again, we're going to be emptying this out with dirt blocks here in just a minute. Now we're going to put down a door, which is actually going to afford us a place to stand and get air while we do this. Now I think I'm actually going to modify this a little bit. I think I'm going to expand my size of this box here. I do believe so. So we shall be right back. Alright, we've got a little safe place here. We've got a work area down here, and I've already made up a bunch of mine carts. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this like so. We're going to crouch and place it there. Now there's a trick to doing this. You're going to put a mine cart on it. Now one at a time. This is going to take a little bit. We're going to crouch and look at the bottom of the mine cart, and this will let you stack them up 24, and it needs to be exactly 24. And the reason is we're going to be using something called entity cramming here. Now, extreme warning, this can kill you. It will kill you. Do not get caught in this thing. It is basically almost instant death for you. So yeah, be very careful when doing this. Alright, once you place your final minecart, I'm going to take glass. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to take a solid block. Let's use cobblestone because that's what I got on me. And we're going to place it across like that. Now I need to pick this up. Now again, be very careful not to get caught in that minecart. I'm going to seal it up so I don't accidentally get sucked up inside there. But that is basically the witches are going to fall in there, and the entity cramming is going to pretty much just render them. Just realized I may need to rework that because I can't. Yeah, I now know why you put the box down one lower. Alright, well, I made a bit of a boo-boo. Don't follow my mistake there. We can't put the collection box there because it's going to... I've got a solution for it, so I ain't worried about it right now. Basically, I'm going to put that back because I know what to do to fix it. And pick that up. I'm going to use a slab to fix it. So there will be a slab on this bottom one here. Alright, so I'm going to a slab. Only need one. Okay. And I'm going to put that there. Now we're going to seal this up like so. Doesn't really matter what we use. I just did it this way because whatever. Now, we're going to do something very important. We're going to look at where the minecart is, which is I'm going to use the slab. And we're going to hit F3. And we're going to see we are at XYZ at Y 56. Or yeah. So I'm looking at where's the looking at? Looking at block 57. Alright, so we want Y57. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to add 120 to that, and basically go all the way up to the tippy top and build a platform. That's why we have so many scaffolding. Alright, so 157, or 57 plus 120, puts us right here at 177. Right? Yes, okay. So now I'm going to build a small, hopefully, very carefully. Yeah, I don't like this. We are really high up. Now the reason I built this on the far side from the I'm having a hard time thinking here. I built this on the far side from the witch farm, because that way it puts us farther away from that hillside over there. Now basically we're just going to build a little platform here to stand on, and to make it so much more useful, I'm actually going to build a AFK farm, fishing farm up here. That way I can sit up here and fish while I AFK collect witches stuff, which, you know, that makes lots of sense to me. So this is all we need. I'm not going to build that right now, but basically you want to get up here, you want to make sure you got some lights down so nothing spawns up here, and you're just going to stand here and you're going to wait and wait and wait. And that is the witch's farm. Now I'm going to stand here for approximately 10 minutes, and then we're going to drop back down and see if we've actually collected anything or not. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes, and I just forgotten my what you call it up here. I need to go get that real quick. It's really weird up here. Once the fog comes in, or the clouds or something, everything gets really weird up here, y'all. Like y'all can see, it's, I don't know what's going on, but it's causing some strangeness with my setup. Alright, so we're going to jump off. Whee! Splash! All the way to the bottom. Now, it's been roughly 10 minutes. Awesome. We'll actually get to see it and get to see it in action here. And we're going to look. Alright, so that is 10 minutes worth of collecting right there, y'all. That's fantastic. Now all you gotta do is expand your storage so that you can get more. And the longer you stand up there, the more you get. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there, because that's it. We're done. We've done it. I'm not going to lie. It took me a lot longer than I expected it to do. But basically, that is it. We're just going to clear up this stuff and leave this thing floating. Now, you can make this thing look all kinds of pretty. And I actually have an idea that I want to pull off. I think I'm going to turn it into a giant pumpkin. Because why not, you know? I mean, it's a big orange box. I may turn it into a pumpkin. But we're going to wrap it up there. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. I know it's a little chaotic, but I mean, we built this for the first time together. This is something I've never done. This is a fairly, what's the word? Adventurous build. So if y'all did enjoy it, smack the thumbs up button. Comment below. Let me know what you thought. If you have any questions, just your tips, if there's anything you want to see, if you just want to say hi, share as you would, so this find it easier, helps them out, helps me out. It's an amazing thing to do. And remember, y'all, stay safe, have fun, and game on.